Hello! We've just finished part 4. Yeah, this one was weak. It looks like I was wrong, and they're not actually just a straight line. It's like there are ups and downs. I didn't realize that 3 was as entertaining as it was, and this one was as crappy as it was.
Well, it took place in the same town, McKinley, Pennsylvania, but it abruptly became a lot less rural and a
More
lot
Californian
more,
looking.
yeah, California suburbs.
Oh, we're hanging around on the beach. You know, I got shades. Ooh, supermodels.
Let's go to Death by Caffeine. I mean Central Perk. I mean Death by Caffeine.
Yeah.
This was the one in 3D. We didn't watch it in 3D.
Yeah. And there was so much fucking unnecessary CGI. There was like people who had been impaled or something. People like there's an explosion and someone's been hit by something. Okay, hitting them with something CGI, fine, like a pipe or something. But in this one, then you have the shot of them going like after it's impacted.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking CGI.
CGI smoke.
Yeah. Instead of like, you know, practical stuff. I was impressed with the fact this is how bad it was, you know, unnecessary CGI wise. I was impressed that the guy got a bunch of nail gun nails into his arm, and the still shots were fucking practical. It's like they actually made his arm look like it'd been hit by nails.
This one was based around NASCAR.
Yeah, there was a racist. There was actually 2 racists in this. It was like Final Destination 1, 2, and 3 are like, we don't feel like having racists, and then this one's like, I want to have 2!
Wait, who was the second racist?
There was the racist old man in the hospital.
Oh, right, I forgot about him, yeah.
Yeah, he was getting the therapeutic bath, and he was like, I killed a lot of your kind in Korea, boy. And he's like, I am Chinese, sir. All the same. Or, you know, same difference. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm old.
And then that old man did not even have the fucking common courtesy to die.
Yeah, this one starts like a NASCAR thing where, like, apparently one car crashing results in all of the cars launching themselves on fire into the same part of the stadium.
It was like a fucking...
bringing the whole entire stadium down.
It was like the most badass destruction derby video game ever, where it's like, after you...
But, like, there's no reason why every single car would just launch themselves.
That's why it's a big video game, because, like, once you've bored of killing each other, you kill the crowd. You get extra points for killing that section.
Pretty much. I mean, like, the characters had some depth. Like, there was a security guard who, he had been an alcoholic, I guess, and he was driving drunk and accidentally killed his wife and child in a car crash. And so he had, like, a lot of guilt about that, and then he was, like, struggling, like, should I drink or should I not?
Yeah, I wish they'd done that more with that.
Yeah, so he had, like, a pretty good arc. I mean, he died anyway, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he died in, like, you know, dead.
Yeah.
And then later on it's like, oh no, that was a premonition. I'm dead.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that they'd gone through all the way, like, someone in the initial killing who was saved actually was there to commit suicide.
Yeah.
And then they were one of the last to die, so you spend the entire film with this person who's trying to commit suicide and failing. They did a little bit of that in this.
Yeah, like, he's like, I've been trying to kill myself all day. I did this, I did this, I did this. Nothing worked.
Which was pretty funny, but, you know, I think that could be stretched for an entire film.
It's just... these characters were a lot less likable because they were all, like, cardboard cutout California suburban teens. Like,
in Pennsylvania.
I mean, they could have technically been from any one of the bad horror movies we've seen this year. Yeah. They would have been perfectly at home in Ouija. They were white, well-off suburban kids. You're like,
I kind of want one of the people to do these films because same guy did 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. And I kind of want them to explain to me why they have the 180 in every single film. It's just like, oh, it's Flight 180. Then in every single other one, it's like, stick 180 in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Is it like THX and George Lucas?
Maybe it's like the thing now that everyone looks for.
Who knows?
But, yeah, I mean, at this point...
No.
I mean, there weren't any deaths that were as good as the girls dying on the tanning bed. That was pretty good. I think that's going to be the height.
I think someone gets killed with the laser eye surgery in the next one.
Accidental LASIK to death.
Yeah.
But just everything explodes, everything sparks.
In CGI.
It kind of annoys me because, like, things catch fire. Everything is flammable in ways that it would never be flammable in real life. Basically, you could call this entire series health and safety violations of the movie.
Yeah.
Because I'm going through health and safety training at work, and it's like, here's what you should never do.
Never explode things.
Well, no, but it's just like, so many, I mean, again, how does anything... We have Hallmark cards back in stationery, and, you know, they're the basic, like, you know, things that you have, but then we keep the extras in little drawers underneath, so because it's Northern Ireland, every night somebody is assigned to go and check the bottom drawers where we keep the extras to make sure that no one's planted an incendiary device. But we don't say, hey, will you go check the card section for bombs? It's, hey, will you go tidy cards and also please check for badgers? And so, one of the smart Alecs I work with, we have where we keep the magazine orders in the back.
Did you put a badger plushie in there?
No, that was my idea. But he did put a clip art of a badger on, and it said, company name, Badger Sanctuary. Please be quiet when opening doors. Badgers are sleeping inside. So I really want to get a little plush badger and like hide it somewhere.
You must check out interfauna.co.uk. They're the world's greatest plushie.
Yeah, I don't want like a big expensive one. I mean, like a £5 one off Amazon. But
well, I love interfauna.
well, I'll get something from Interfauna.
Okay, guys, interfauna is like the best realistic animal plushie.
You got me that
you
big
can get.
squid from there.
I got the plushie squid from there. Yeah, I got a red panda from there. Teddy got the Avatar of Decent Humor, an iguana from there. It's really cool.
Interfauna.com. Is it, or is it
.co.uk. And
so there you go.
You know, they're decent size, usually about a foot long.
Yeah, I mean, my squid's like pretty big.
And you
That's
were all
what
like, what could you
she
possibly
said.
have got me? And I was like, look at this.
I was pretty... Well, you sent it in the box.
Yeah.
So I was pretty impressed.
Yeah.
And then one time, like, it was like 3 weeks after Valentine's Day, so that's how long it took me to get there. Or took it to get to me. I came home and there was like a package that had royal mail plastered all over it. It was a blue leather rose.
Yeah, English leather rose is another thing you can look up. They this woman creates roses out of metal, like barbed wire and stuff, and she covers it in leather, colored, dyed leather. So these realistic roses. Like I was given one, years ago, which I've still got, and so I think it's a really cool present, especially if you're not dating a vegan.
Well, yeah. But anyway,
they actually do wedding bouquets and stuff.
That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, and you can get them with or without barbed wire on the outside. Awesome.
But anyway, final destination. I mean, what can you say at this point, really? It's just...
Yeah, come down from number 3. I really
the ending had, like, this cool, like, fatality move from Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat X-Ray thing going on. But this one, it was so... the gimmickry of the 3D gimmick was just fucking awful. It's like the worst use of it I've seen since like Friday the 13th Part 3, and I like Friday the 13th Part 3.
There was even a part where like they go to the cinema to see a film. She's like, "You sure don't want to come? It's in 3D," and he's like, "No, it's okay." And I was like, "That was a."
And I was watching this guy's he's. For some reason, the guy with the premonition at the start is having visions about what's going to happen, but it's all, these trolling visions, the sort of ones he won't work out until afterwards.
Yeah, like, the whole vision thing has kind of divorced from the first two, where it actually made a lot of sense. And in the third one, there wasn't that so much as her looking back over the pictures, made like,
sort of like Ring style?
Yeah, yeah.
Or the Omen?
Like, so that the things were already there when she took the picture, and then that's how you figure it out. But I don't like that now it's basically like,
here are some things.
We need to get to the next plot point.
Yeah, like, give an example. This premonition was for a guy who was going to be crushed by a therapeutic bath coming through the ceiling and crushing him, and another guy who's going to be hit by an ambulance. So the thing was, okay, there was water spraying, there was something flying from the sky, okay, fine. Then the next one was a bar flying into the shot, a snake rolling around it that growls into the camera like "Rah!" and it turns into the ichthys, no, not the ichthys, the medical symbol, and that was the entire clue. It's like, oh, thank you very much. Then you put it together after he's been run over by a fucking ambulance, and you see the symbol on it.
It's the staff of Hippocrates.
Yeah,
but it has a name. It's usually the double serpent, but. No, a single serpent means one thing, a double serpent means something else. But it was originally based on the staff of Hippocrates.
It was the medical symbol.
Yeah, the medical symbol.
And so, the guy gets, then suddenly, they're leaving the hospital, and these guys are like, conversation. Second later, one of them gets run over by an ambulance, and the ambulance on the side of it, it's got the fucking snake staff. It's like, that's really unfair. That's like Nostradamus level unfair. You
know what I'm thinking, though? Like, in the future, like hundreds of thousands of years in the future, and they find, like... like maybe like a hospital like buried in the ground that like survived a nuclear war or something like that. And they find the symbol of like the double snake and stuff like that. They might assume it was some kind of religious cult.
It's entirely possible.
But we know it means medical.
Actually, that's not what I think they would assume is religious. Do you know what they'll assume is religious?
The cross? The Red Cross?
No.
What?
McDonald's.
The biohazards? No, I thought
No,
you meant within
the-
the context of a hospital.
Well, no, this is not a hospital, but you see, they would be able to dig down and see that there are many places in big population centers that have these large golden M's or
But
gates.
that would assume that the McDonald's sign survived, whereas nothing to provide context to McDonald's would.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that there's enough McDonald's paraphernalia. They're more likely. It's more likely to survive than a lot of things.
I like the biohazard symbol. I think it looks keen.
I think it looks cool too.
Just saying.
So leave a comment. What do you think what symbol of iconography is more likely to last like for thousands of years and lose all context and become like, oh, this is obviously an object of veneration?
Yeah, but disregarding obvious objects of veneration, for example, a crucifix or something like that.
Yeah.
Like what common things road signs, that's a hard call because they're freaking everywhere. So they'd be pretty common because they're metal and they won't biodegrade.
Of course,
They'll
2,000
rust.
years ago, the crucifix wasn't even a religious symbol. The closest thing to a religious symbol that looked like a crucifix was the ankh of ancient Egypt.
That's true.
Like the first symbol of the early Christians was the ichthys, the fish. And then the cross came later because the Romans didn't crucify people on crosses that looked like the traditional Roman cross, Christian cross.
Mm-hmm.
It's been suggested that the Christian version of the cross was based on the ankh because it was an already existing design.
Yeah.
But the Roman...
Yeah, your man, what's-her-face in the lecture we listened to yesterday.
Did he mention that?
Yeah, he did.
I thought he was doing only Old Testament.
Somebody's talking about the ankh.
Okay. But we saw an Aaron Ra video yesterday.
He's not a sun god, he's a lecturer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like Lemmy if he was Texan and talked about biology and ancient religions. It's great. But yeah, so these symbols always change, and the ones that stay, they always get warped in some way.
Yeah. So what common logo or icon do you think will Canticle for Leibowitz style? And like I always say, if you haven't read it, please do. Yeah, that would be a good one.
Because like this mermaid symbol is always with this cups of liquid. Obviously, it's used for some sort of baptism.
Some kind of to be anointed.
Yeah.
Although, if you drink enough Starbucks, you get to that point where you're like, I have been anointed! Ah! The other day, I got a large black coffee from McDonald's. The ability to drink your coffee black is one that's very valuable, especially in a country where artificial sweeteners and skim milk are not common in places you get coffee. So being able to drink your coffee black saves you a lot of calories. But so I didn't mean to. Would you stop that? I didn't mean to drink as much as I did, but it happened.
I'm so proud of our country with its ways of annoying you.
I was at work and I was like, ah, must straighten everything. And Laura was like, do you need something to do? I was like, yes, give me something to do. But I got better.
Anyway, little bit of bad news. Well, it won't be so much bad news for you, but we're having to break our word, and we're not going to be watching part 5 tonight. There was stuff came up while watching 4, and basically we run out of time.
Yeah.
So it'll most likely be tomorrow when I've got crazy red hair, or possibly after we get back from Con Bravo.
You shouldn't have said anything, and then just see people notice,
Nah, it's okay.
I'd be like, do you have hair? Why did your hair red in the last video? You'd be like, I don't reply a comment I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
it must be.
We
your
should have
monitor.
pretended that it was just the same.
You need to reset the brightness settings on your monitor.
Even though the lighting would be completely different because it'll be light out when we do it tomorrow. So I think it's a lost cause, but it would have been funny.
Oh well.
Because and then tomorrow night, very late, we head off to Con Bravo.
4 in the morning, which is technically 11 at night for you guys.
Yeah,
on the East Coast.
We get to Dublin Airport about 7:30, and then we fly to Toronto about.
Usually it gets into about 8.
Usually about 7:30.
Really?
And I thought so. Maybe I don't know. I haven't done the journey in about a year.
Yeah.
No, more like 18 months. I'm talking about the Dublin Airport run. I have gone further than that, to go to Brocon and stuff.
How long did it take you when the first time you went to Montreal?
That was leaving here about 11, getting to Dublin about 3:30, staying in Dublin until about 8, or 9, and then getting a flight to Heathrow, where I stayed there from about 10 till about 5:30, and then I had a flight to Montreal.
How many hours was that altogether?
A lot.
I just had the 15-hour bus ride, or train ride, from Baltimore all the way up to Montreal Station.
I think I had the better deal, actually, because Heathrow Airport, the international departure, is a nice place to spend about 10 hours if you have to. I mean, there's multiple good eateries. There's a Wagamama. I could just sit there, with my headphones listening to podcasts and stuff.
Well, I did bring a lot.
Walk
The only
around.
good thing, I was watching, I had my laptop and there was Wi-Fi, although it didn't really work very well when you went to the Adirondack Mountains, and there were plugs on the train.
So that's good.
So basically, I sat with my laptop and watched DVDs of Bizarre Foods. The only good thing about that 14 to 15 hour train journey was the fact that the tracks on the northeastern that becomes the Maple Leaf after New York run literally right, basically 10 yards away from Lake Champlain. So you follow Lake Champlain the whole way up, which is kind of scenic. You can be like, well, look at the view. I suppose we'll die before we'll get to Canada.
And then we watched X-Men Days of Future Past to the Rogue cut last night, and Omega was like, could Magneto be attacking the Sentinels and infusing them with metal along Lake Champlain?
Well, it looked like that because it reminded me of that, where
It did look a bit like
shot
it.
that there, but I don't know. Could all been CGI for all I know, but
Yeah. But anyway, if you're going to come Bravo, see you there. You're not likely to see this video till after we get back, in which case, hello.
hello, friends.
We saw you. And by the time you see this, I've probably recorded my Zsa Zsa Zatanna review.
With who are you crossing over?
With Linkara.
Well, goodness.
And because of this blip news, because of the extra time I'm taking downloading stuff, I'll have to find a new place, re-upload stuff, re-embed stuff. I may well only be able to handle one episode next month. I'm going to get Slow Torture Puke Chamber finished, and then I might just do Zsa Zsa next month.
I'm just going to put everything up on YouTube. I mean, there's no reason why Lesbian Talk just can't be on YouTube.
Well, I've got more
our
issues
theme
than
song was written for us specifically, so.
Yeah. Anyway, there's Zsa Zsa coming, there's See Me Dance coming, there is Death Games, Hookers in Revolt, and then a couple of Patreon reviews.
Patreon reviews? Why? What could they be?
Black Sheep and St. Clara.
No, you're not supposed to say it.
I have to write them, though. I have to write those two, and Sugar High Glitter City, and Ravenous, and...
I liked Black Sheep. That was really good.
And Adventures of Mark Twain. So maybe next month, I will spend my reviewy time doing Zsa Zsa, working with those embeds, and writing. I could probably get at least 2 episodes scripted if I need to.
So that's your update on what we're doing with our lives.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.